There's nothing like it shouldn't. wait. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Okay. I wasn't ready for that mentally for the game to start off like that. Like let's appreciate how Decky Seth 5768 decided to start that match. Okay. V skill 2. Perfect. I love V skill 2 reuse. Into light DP. That's how you know the guy knows how to play the game, okay? So you see that? You see that? You see the conditioning. You see the conditioning. You do that first, and then you're free to do this whenever you want to without a risk. This time he backdashed. This is like sometimes I put 200 IQ on my YouTube thumbnails and stuff, right? This isn't 200 IQ. This is like 2,000 IQ plays, you know? Like I can't compare it to that. Like, Noah's Box got lucky on that one. He clearly got lucky on that. This Ryu player is obviously better than I am. V-Trigger 2. V-Trigger 2 Ryu. Oh. V-Skill 2 and V-Trigger 2. I didn't even pay attention. Like, I was underestimating the guy. I was like, okay, 2,000 IQ? Probably 20,000 IQ plays. Yeah, like Noah's Box is just getting lucky here. See that? Perfect backdash. Know how hard it is to avoid an SPD on Wake Up? This guy knows exactly. Like frame perfect backdash into he didn't punish optimally, right? But that's on purpose because it would be like if you have an IQ of 20,000 and you punish properly, then you're gonna get it perfect every round. Like that's just lame and like that's not fair, right? So he's giving him a chance. I like that. Not optimizing combo opportunities. Really smart. See that? See that? Like take a look at that. Take a look at that entire sequence right here. Okay? Failing like no optimized combo into V skill 2. Obviously that's the correct choice. Into backdash, solar plexus. Like no risk taken whatsoever. Into another backdash, frame perfect backdash again, guys. Into the solar plexus punish. Into a waste of EX meter. I like that. Once again, he's wasting meter and resources and not optimizing on the punishes to make it close. Take a look at that. The way he spent that EX bar made it so that he just barely has a life lead, right? So otherwise it would have been just boring. Overhead, I like that. Take a look at that. Like that was the first overhead that he pulled out. He even jabbed beforehand to bait the Zangief player to blocking. I love that. And then Noah's Box got a little bit lucky, but this is all according to plan. Okay? Wow. Like Noah's Box getting incredibly lucky here. Take a look at that. 20,000 IQ back jump light punch play. Okay? And then unfortunately he happens to get away. Noah's Box, like really scrubby Zangief gameplay right there, okay? This is how you can tell you're playing against a scrub. Really lucky for Noah's Box. Once again, like Noah's Box is getting. This is actually on purpose. Like, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Like, you use the V skill 2 to optimize the V trigger gauge, right? This is actually like some people would have said this is a bad V skill 2 because he's getting punished here. No. Decky Seth is optimizing V trigger gauge. Take a look at that. What could he have done better? Like, he got a full bar of V gauge right there. And then EXDP, get some room to breathe. I like that. Wow, what a scrubby move from Zangief to just lariat there. That's just bad. And perfect. Do you see that? And now he has the V gauge. He has the V trigger. Like, this guy is thinking 20 moves ahead, right? Like, we cannot comprehend this gameplay. If he had not used the V skill 2 at the start of the round, he would not be in a position to pop V trigger right there. Did you think that far ahead? Can you think that far ahead? I can't. Clearly a 20,000 IQ play. Good DP. Very nice DP. Perfect. Like, take a look at that. Smooth. Like, that crush counter was just crushing. He knew exactly. Like, take a look at that. Take a look at what he did there. Let's analyze this situation right here. He's holding the V skill, right? And right here, he's gonna decide, okay, he's not gonna be holding the V skill anymore. Right at the exact moment when I press hard kick. See that? He let go. And bam, crush counter. The only way you can actually do this is if you can react, if you, like, this isn't just a reaction. You have to, like, understand what is going on here. He predicted multiple frames ahead, frame perfect. He was frame perfect on that one. Okay? So not only did he react in like a godly way, he predicted properly. Into the punish, perfect punish of course. And see, like this time around, he optimized the punish opportunity, right? Because if he didn't optimize the punish opportunity, like he can afford to do that because he lost enough life, so it's still interesting to watch. That was the first throw. 200 IQ play, or 20,000 IQ plays. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Like, Noah's box here, the hard punch, super scrubby, was so obvious. The only reason why Deki Seth right here got away with that, like, Deki Seth did not think that Noah's box is so bad at the game that he'd do the most obvious thing ever and do a hard punch. He was thinking, okay, I'm a 20,000 IQ player, I'm playing against a 2,000 IQ player, right? So he's clearly overestimating the Zangief player here, and which is why he gets away with stuff like this. Anyways, perfect, frame perfect backdash though. He was ready for that. He was ready for that. Into the most inefficient punish possible. Why? You might ask, why would you do this combo? And the answer is obvious. You spend bar right here to do the mental damage for the next round, so your opponent isn't ready for you making that comeback. That's the only reason, you know, like, but like I wouldn't be able to like process enough information to come up with that game plan in time. See that backdash? Another V skill into the punish. See that? That was perfect. That was perfect gameplay once again. Every single backdash on point.
Final round. Fight.
And see now, and he's going even further than that. Like Noah's box, the scrub that he is, he's deciding to jump right away, like a scrub, right? And Deki Seth is like, okay, I'm gonna spend meter here on purpose to make sure my opponent feels confident going into this round, right? And because of the scrub move that he had, he gets some damage in, but that's okay, that's okay. This was just the plan to make sure his opponent feels confident. On top of that, that was optimal V trigger gauge, like V gauge, like building enough V gauge here, right? And once again, that was another, like, take a look at that. Like 5 seconds in or 6 seconds in, and he already has full V trigger gauge. I don't get to do that. That's really optimal. See that? And immediately he takes advantage of that. He takes advantage of the situation by popping V trigger immediately. Like, how often do you see V trigger 2 being active after 9 seconds of gameplay time? Like, let's be real. You don't see that watching MDZ Jimmy. You see that watching Deki Seth. Oh my god, oh my god. Like, take a look at that situation right here. I know, like, I'm close to his skill level, so I can at least explain to you mortals what's going on right here, okay? So he's dashing, and he's expecting a smart move from Noah's box once again, right? He's expecting to do something smart because he's been pretty passive on wake up, right? So he was like, okay, he's gonna wake up with buttons because that would be smart. And I'm gonna interrupt it with a Shoryuken. But unfortunately, once again, he's overestimating Noah's box here. And he's just playing like a scrub and latexing, right? And then he gets punished because he's just overestimating his opponent. This is like a classic thing that happens to me too all the time. Like, take a look at that again. the punish, pretty scrubby, right? And then that hard kick once again. Like, Decky Seth is just 10 steps ahead, and he's just not expecting such a stupid move right here. I fully understand this. Yeah, and then another scrub crouching light kick to finish it off. I mean, Noah's Box can really be lucky here because clearly he can't use Seth properly. He doesn't know how to play properly. And that's the only way you can beat a player that is way better than you are and way smarter than you. Like, sometimes the dumbest plays just work out. You know what they say, right? Like, a broken clock is right twice a day. And that's what happened here, basically. Am I being serious right now? Obviously, I'm serious. Like, maybe you don't understand I'm serious because you're just not close enough to the level of play that I'm in and Decky Seth is in to understand how genius this gameplay is. Not if it's digital. Obviously not if it's digital. That's true. Clearly, Decky Seth is just next level. Next level. I have a second replay, but maybe I shouldn't be watching it. Do you want to see the second replay? Like, I'm not sure if I can take a second replay. You know, like, if you watch gameplay that is like so smart, like, at some point your brain starts to hurt. Unless you can't process it because you're not smart enough, right? If your brain does not hurt after watching two of these replays, then you're clearly not smart. Okay, second replay, let's go. I'm actually surprised the CFN does not crash when you try to load a match that clearly contains 20,000 IQ plays. I thought the game would crash automatically. So let's watch the second replay of the smartest Ryu player on the planet. Okay. Let's check out like how, like I'm gonna try my best to explain the 20,000 IQ plays. Okay, like see this time Decky Seth is actually dialing it down. He's like, okay, I have to expect my opponent to do stupid stuff all the time. So I'm gonna go a little bit passive and go for the guaranteed anti-air, right? This is like play that you see from me, right? But like Decky Seth feels pretty bad about this right there. Can you check if you got boosted? You mean Noah's Box? I could check that, yeah. So after this anti-air, see that? Like, do you see that? Like, I actually have a story to tell about this anti-air option right there. Okay. When V-Skill 2 came out, people suggested I should anti-air with it. You know what my response was? I said it's too inconsistent and you need to react way too quickly for this to work. Now the thing is, a god like Decky Seth can actually make this work. I couldn't make this work because I'm just not smart enough. But this guy is able to do this. So apparently you can't do it and you should be doing it. I'm just not smart enough. I'm learning something right here. Maybe at some point I can do it too. Take a look at that. Did you just see that? Did you just see? No, I actually have a lot to explain right there again. Okay, take a look at that. Take a look at that genius moment right here. Like, Decky Seth is aware that the V-Skill was there. He didn't even, I'm not sure if he reacted to the second hit connecting and then committing to the DP, or him committing beforehand, because both options are actually smart. Because in case Noah's Box fails to recover in time from the V-Skill, the DP is there to punish him. And if the second attack hits, then the combo works either way. So that's a really good option select. I've never done that before because that's the god Ryu, guys. Like, take a look at that. Like, Decky Seth is trying once again too hard to be smart, right? Like, he's trying to be smart about this option because he's baited the command grab so many times. He's baited it so many times, but still Noah's Box goes for it. because he has no adaptation skills, right? And Deki Seth, once again, he's overestimating his opponent. This is why he got hit here. Good EXDP, 2000 IQ EXDP. Take a look, like, no fear, okay? You dash in, you grab. You walk in, you grab again. And, like, he's being really smart about that. Like, take a look at that. This throw right here, that was risky. Like, Deki Seth is like, okay, let's do the math. If I grab him here, he's gonna survive. If I shimmy here, and he flinches, then he dies. So clearly he's not gonna do it, right? But Nose Box, once again, if you don't have 200 IQ plays, then you're gonna make these decisions. Oh my god, take a look at that. Take a look at how scrubby Nose Box handles this. He's just blocking this. Why? Why? Clearly Deki Seth is overestimating Noah's Box again. Take a look at that. Like, what a scrubby way to do this. And he's even dropped the combo. Have you seen a single combo drop so far from Deki Seth this entire set? I haven't. See, that was really bad. That should have been it. But Noah's Box clearly not ready for that one. And ironically, he's not getting punished for it. Because once again, Deki Seth is just overestimating his opponent. And like, this is something that I wish I played Deki Seth at some point, because I can get a little bit closer to his IQ level than Noah's Box, right? So maybe he'd have a proper opponent to play, because clearly, like, this is on another level. Take a look at that. Like, this looks like a combo drop. Okay, like, first of all, like, take a look at that. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. First of all, this guy wakes up with crouching light kick immediately. Okay, have you ever seen that from me? That is really smart. It's challenging in a really gutsy way. So now he sees right here, okay, he's not landing the jab. Now he's expecting Noah's Box to adapt to it in time to do an EX SPD right there for the stun and the game. And so what he's doing is he's doing a Tatsu to challenge an SPD. It's like, okay, how do I make this comeback? I'm gonna Tatsu through the SPD. But since Noah's Box doesn't have the same reaction speed as Deki Seth has, he's not doing anything. And then he gets stunned anyways. This is really sad to watch, you know, like when you can clearly see who the better player is, and the outcome of the match doesn't reflect that properly. But that's what's gonna happen in Street Fighter V sometimes. Definitely a good showing of how next level Ryu gameplay should look like. We just need the proper opponent for him to properly appreciate it, you know? But yeah, good stuff.